What's going on, guys? Aaron here, checking in. It is April 15th. I am 4.5 days away from show. I meant to post earlier today and just didn't get around to it. Mainly because I am exhausted. This has been one heck of a prep. Just a absolutely fantastic learning experience, if nothing else. Going into competition, I have decided that I am just doing transformation. A big part of that is because I didn't take the time to put together a routine, really work on my posing. So I think a part of me there suggests that I didn't truly want it at the time. I wanted it, but I didn't. I think I was super nervous. As I'm getting closer to the show, I am getting calmer, actually. I figured that I would be going the opposite direction, getting really stressed, and I'm not. Yesterday I sent off my before pictures and my essay, a 100-word essay. Ended up being 102 words, so hopefully I don't get in trouble for that. Got approval. They were happy with it. It was received. Asked about posing attire, because again, going into the transformation category is quite a bit different than bodybuilding or men's physique, where they have very, very specific posing trunks that you're supposed to wear. So I reached out and I asked, because I have classic physique trunks, I have bodybuilding trunks, and I've just got, well, I guess they would be considered fitness trunks because they're just shorts, just swim shorts, which was almost what was recommended. You know, she's like, yeah, we kind of recommend just black shorts for this. I think a big reason for that, especially when you get into transformation categories, you know, most people, they're showing off that, you know, they've lost a significant amount of weight, or they're super skinny and they put some muscle on, put some size on. I think very few people going into this specific category, and I could be completely wrong, but have been able to achieve what I've achieved. And that might sound super cocky and conceited. It is not meant to by any means, guys. But to know that I went from 275 pounds, almost 300 pounds, and down to 188 pounds. The goal was 185 by show. And I'm hovering between 190 and 200. We'll see what happens. I'm sure a lot of it's water weight right now. The lowest I got was 188, so I might hit that 185. That's fucking 90 pounds difference. With that being said, I have managed to put muscle on and continuously build my physique. Aside from not actually getting a routine down, I didn't lose the body fat that I was hoping that I would lose in time. I'm not as tight and as, you know, shredded, if you will, as I would have hoped going into this contest. So that's why I stepped back into the transformation. But to still look at it and go, you know what? I'm going to be a serious contestant next year. I could be a serious contestant by the end of this year. Now, there's only a handful of open novice events that are going to be transpiring and happening. And they're all grouped together, so it makes it fairly difficult to set up for one of these shows for that. But it doesn't mean that, you know, I'm not going to come out swinging and my best to try and place. So my goal for this is to place. If I place top 3, I go to Worlds. I go to Nationals. And that's huge. That means I'll be going up against the best of the best for transformation. And that is in November. That gives me plenty of time to be able to circle back around and achieve what I'm really trying to achieve. I spoke to the manager of the gym today. The owner of the gym, good friend of mine. Actually, the manager, it's funny, his best friend literally lives next door to me. I just pulled into my driveway, so that's why I put it over there. I set a goal, and I said it last night on the radio. So I did a radio interview with one of my dear friends. They run a radio station on Mixcloud. Shout out to Ken and Wendy. Had me on last night. It was a great interview, great experience. It's always a blast going on there. And I set it out into the universe that in the next 5 years, I'm going pro. That is a lot. That's a lot of work that not only I think I can achieve, I know I can achieve. And that is the big trick for me. It's, you know what? It's knowing that in 5 years' time, I can get there. Because in the 2 years I've really been putting the work in, because that's it, 2 years, I've transformed my body significantly. And now it's just going to come down to the dieting aspects. I'm fortunate enough that I've got the genetics for it. I've got the lines for it. And I think that once I go through a couple more cuts and maintenance, I will be able to achieve what I've been striving to achieve. And it didn't happen this go around. I'm still fairly happy with the outcome. It wasn't quite what I had pictured in my mind's eye, but it's still damn impressive as far as I'm concerned. Again, not where I wanted to be, but it's better than where I was last year and the year before that. Knowing that I'm going into this thing over 400 or 840 days sober as well is just monumental for me, because it has been a heck of a ride. And again, I'm not stopping anytime soon. And that's why I set that goal, in 5 years. By the time I'm 45, I want my pro card. And I think that I can achieve it. As a master's and go into it. I love bodybuilding. I love the gym. I've developed such a passion for it. And getting through the hardest parts of it, which the hardest parts for me, it's not the training, it's the dieting and the mental aspect. It's pushing through. Today is day 1 of peak week, which means I am striving to drink 3 to 4 gallons of water. So right now, for me, that is, what does it end up being? 8 liters of water. 7.5 liters of water is what I am shooting for right now. My wife just walked by. I'm sitting in the driveway. She's taking the dog for a walk. That's a lot of fucking water. A lot of water. I have already had 4.5 liters, almost 5. This will be 5 liters, or 4.5 liters after I'm done this. And I'll still have 4 to 5 more of these to go. And I'm peeing like crazy. And I have eaten melon. And I've had a protein shake. So I'm still hitting my protein macros. I'm sitting at 50 to 60 carbs a day, just enough to get me through the day, next to no fats. I work in a restaurant where I essentially have unlimited food. And it's very easy to walk by and grab a French fry or an onion ring or a chicken strip or make a burger. Hell, I make off-menu items, quesadillas, grilled cheese, fucking whatever. And I didn't today. I stuck to my guns. I stuck to the water, and I'm starving and I'm tired, and that's okay. And I have peed a million times today. So the idea over the next 3 days is to be drinking 3 to 4 gallons of water. By the time Thursday rolls around, I will be back down to about a gallon. Friday will be a liter, and Saturday will be no water. Saturday is going to be a very, very long and rough but exciting day. To see the fruits of my labor and all my hard work actually coming to fruition. And again, having that goal of placing, I want to be top 3. That is the goal. So over the next few days, I am working on my poses. I have 6 poses that I'm allowed to do. I'm allowed to do whichever poses, but I can only do 6. If I do any more than that, then I actually lose marks, and I don't want to lose marks. I think I've got a great shot at this, and now it's just going to be making sure I nail my routine, which is going to be just practice over the next several days. Spreading myself pretty thin there, but I've already been practicing some of the poses, so now it's just putting that routine together and making sure I've got that confidence when I step on stage. And the fact that I talk to you guys and I post these videos, I don't really have a lack of confidence. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. So I will keep you guys posted over the next several days, and we'll see what comes of it. Right now, I am under 1,000 calories a day, and a lot of water, no salt. It's gonna be fun. All right, own your lives, get after it. Cheers.